Welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to do our weekly read for the week of December 14th through 20th, 2025 for all the air signs. So that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's see what's going on for us for this upcoming week for all the air signs. I'm excited to see what's coming our way. As always, please hit that like button so this will go out to other air signs that need to see the information, and it also helps the channel to grow. So I appreciate if you hit the like button, and please hit subscribe so that you get future videos I put out. I am probably going to do a some special reads throughout the year, and that way if you're subscribed, that you will get those. And of course, these weekly element readings I do every Friday. They come out every Friday, and then the collective weeklies come out on Saturday. So let us see what's going on for the air signs. As always, please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because there'll be a lot of people watching this video, so it might resonate with you, it might not. But I'm an air sign myself, so I'm quite curious to see what's happening for us this week. So what is the energy of the air signs for the week of December 14th through 20th, 2025? All right, let's see what's going on. All right, we got the Emperor, King of Cups, Tower. Ooh, okay, 10 of Wands, the Sun, Strength, and 4 of Pentacles. All right, so going into the week of the 14th, we definitely have been going through some stuff. There has been shocking changes for the better in our lives, whether it's professional or it could be a love situation. But definitely there has been some shocking changes. So kind of like unexpected changes. And a lot of times the tower can happen, kind of like when you least expect it. It's like it's the universe's way of helping us get on the right path because it's a shocking change for the better. So when you're going through it, it might not feel like it's for the better. It might be very stressful, but it will be like you might not see it at that time when you're going through the change and everything's blown up, so to speak, hypothetically. But then once things calm down, you'll be able to look back and be like, yeah, that's because that happened. This tower happened. These good things were able to come in for me. And that's usually how the tower works. It's a shocking change. Sometimes, a lot of times unexpected, or it could be even dramatic, but it helps get us on the right path. It helps to, it's a shocking change for our betterment, though we may not see it at the moment. So this is in the past position. So I feel like we've already had this happen for us, or it's just now happening if it hasn't happened yet. But, this card's very scary. So people always, it looks scary to people because you got, people falling out of the tower. There's lightning hitting it. It's very, but it's not really a scary card. It's like I said, it's just a shocking change for the better. But it always scares people when they see it because of what's on it. So let's move into the current energy. So we're kind of in our boss energy right now. That's how I feel with the Emperor card, because the Emperor is the accumulation of all the 4 kings together in tarot. So he's really got his stuff going on. Now, there can be negative attributes with the Emperor, like, being controlling, domineering, very egotistical. Those are some negative traits, but I don't feel like that's us air signs. I feel like we're sitting in this confident, wise, got our stuff together type of energy right now. And it's kind of like it could be because we've gone through this tower in the past, and that's why we're that's why we're in this Emperor energy now, is because we've just gone through it. But it's like, we're feeling confident, we're wise, intelligent, like we know what we're doing or what we want to do, we're planning things out. But we definitely got our stuff together currently. And the situation is, you could be also in this King of Cups energy as well. very much into your heart center. Now, like I did say, the Emperor already has the attributes of the King of Cups. So this could be us in, getting more in touch with our heart center, with our heart chakra. But this could be another person that you're dealing with that's in a King of Cups type energy. And I feel like, even though this is a masculine, it's an emperor, I feel like it doesn't matter. You could be female and be an emperor energy as well. But it's like you're kind of taking charge of your life. You're taking action because it's a fire sign card, taking action, moving forward. You've got your plan in place and you're taking care of business, so to speak. So this doesn't matter if you're male or female. But I feel like, this is either us already, that we're in this type of energy, or I think more so it's another person we're dealing with, is what I'm feeling. That's like in a King of Cups, the situation. So this could very well be a love situation that you're dealing with, that the tower happened. So maybe a past relationship came to a close and it was kind of a dramatic exit, as you can see from this card, a dramatic exit. And the current situation is a King of Cups is coming in, and they haven't, they're like, they're coming towards us, to discuss, maybe to give us an offer with their heart. But a King of Cups, he's very in touch with his emotions and feelings. And you see he's holding a cup. I don't know if you can see that. He's holding a cup. So it could be he's coming in with an offer. So if he is coming in with an offer, it's a pretty good offer because it's the king level. So it's something serious and major. It's not, hey, how you doing? Just want to check, not like a little message like this. This way it might be a message, but there, you might have a message, but there's a big offer attached to that message. And I'm hearing, okay, this person might not bring the offer at first. Like they might reach out to you or they might talk to you, and the offer comes a little bit later. It might not happen at the same time. But what they have in their heart for you is something very serious. If this is a love situation, it's like they really have deep emotions for you and they're really drawn to you and they really want to pursue something with you, is what I'm getting. So if it is an offer, it's a pretty serious, big offer, but it's not going to come right away. I feel like they're going to kind of reach out and talk to you first, and then the offer comes a little bit later. But it's like you're ending this cycle. So whatever this was, the atmosphere is you're ending this cycle. So whatever happened back here, it's like you're finishing up. And I do kind of feel like this could very well have been the end of a relationship I'm feeling it wasn't an easy end. I'm hearing it was a hard end. So it might have been like, there was a big fight and things blew up and, it was kind of a dramatic exit. But you're moving forward on ending out this cycle. So whatever happened in the past with this card, you're finishing that out in the current energy. So this is our current energy right now, air signs. So this is where we are currently this week. So it's like you're finishing it out. So maybe it didn't completely finish out in the past when this happened, and now you're just taking care of loose ends and finishing it out. All right. So that's what I have for our current energy. But one thing I really like about the current energy is that we're in this emperor mode. So we've kind of come through it with the tower, but we're in that emperor mode. And I feel like, okay, what I'm hearing is that emperor energy is what's attracting this person in, that's in that King of Wands, energy archetype. Like we're attracting them in with our emperorness, so to speak. And I think it's because we're in high vibration, we got it together, and that's attracting that person in. In the near future, things are looking really good for us. We've got the Sun card, and this hasn't happened yet, so it's coming our way. But it's like, this is a really happy card. This is one of the happiest cards in the deck. And you can see that little child's on there. He's like, yay, and you got sunflowers and you got the sun. I mean, it's like happy day card. There's a lot of happiness there. So moving forward, I feel like whatever this situation is that we're finishing out, we're getting out of that old energy. Because I feel like this was probably lower vibrational stuff, that situation. You're clearing that out. You're right now, you're, getting rid of loose ends. And I feel like what's coming in, probably with this offer from this King of Wands, whatever's coming in, it's going to be much better than what you had in the past. Much better. Higher vibrational, much better type of situation. You're going to be happy, just like that little child on the horse. It's going to be a much, much better situation than what you've experienced in the past. It's like happy day, you're going to have your happy day coming up. So the advice cards I have is from the universe are these two, Strength and the Four of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling with the Strength card is it's taken a lot of strength to go through this. It hasn't been easy. And it's like, whatever happened in the past, it took a lot out of you. It took a lot of strength. It's taking a lot of strength to finish out this cycle, and do the loose ends. I mean, it's been challenging, but it's like what's coming in for you is kind of your reward or a blessing for everything you've been through. So it's like you're getting your rewards for everything you've been through. It's like it's your blessing. Like, okay, well, we're going to reward you now for everything you've been through. So it's kind of like you've cleared out that old lesson that you needed to learn, which I'm feeling like that's what was part of what was going on. You needed to have that experience in the past. You needed to learn that. But the universe is like, okay, well, we're going to, you've done all that hard work, you've done all that. So now we're going to bring in something that's much better for you because you've done the hard work and you've gotten out of that energy. And it's like, I'm hearing good karma. Like, it's like you cleared out old stuff, old karma, and you had the strength to go through it and worked hard. And now the good stuff's coming in, is what I'm feeling. And I also feel like this is divinely inspired. See how she's got the infinity sign above her head? I feel like the divine, like what you went through, you were meant to go through to help your spiritual growth and development. And the divine was helping to orchestrate that. Your spirit guides and such were helping you on this path and helping you to orchestrate what you went through with that. But it's like you're clearing that out, you're getting the blessings, you're getting better things are coming now that you went through that. But also there's a sense of and I'm hearing this as a warning. They're telling me to tell you to what I'm hearing is be careful about being insecure. So it's kind of like in the past, because of what you went through with the tower and that situation, it's like this new person's trying to come in. And it seems like a love reading for this spread from what I've been picking up so far, but it's like they're coming in with this offer. And there's a part of you that's like, I don't know if I if I'm ready for this, if I trust this. I feel like there's a sense of insecurity about it. And it's like they're warning me to tell you to watch that. Like, yes, it's okay to be cautious, and make sure you do your inner work and your healing and don't rush into anything, but don't be so insecure about a situation that you're pushing the opportunity away. Like, really think about it. Because if you see this man in this Four of Pentacles, he's got his feet on those two bottom pentacles and he's holding on to that one on his lap, like really, really hard, like for dear life. So there's a sense of insecurity about it as well. And that's for some of you. Another thing I'm hearing is for some of you, when you're clearing out this cycle with this other person, that maybe this other situation that you're getting out of, that the tower happened, the other person might be, I'm hearing miserly with like maybe you're financially tied with that person and have assets together and you're trying to clear that out with the 10 of wands, and this person's like being miserly about it. They don't want to share their the resources with you in a settlement or something like that. So that's for some of you as well. You're dealing with someone that's in that energy, because I feel like you're closing the cycle out, but you're exhausted and overwhelmed. I mean, it's been a hard road. It hasn't been easy. That's why you've had the strength card. It's been difficult for you. So you're finally clearing it out, but it's been a hard road, and you're ready because you want this sun card. You're ready for this. But I feel like, you might be dealing with and it could be both. You could be dealing with someone who's miserly and doesn't want to really, is giving you a hard time about the settlement or financial assets that you might share together. But it also could be you're feeling a little insecure about moving into a different situation with the 10 of Cups, so it could very well be both. But I feel like that's kind of the warning that the universe is, telling you about that. So things are going to be looking up. I mean, this is in the near future, it's coming. So it looks like, you're going to finish out that cycle and things are going to move forward on a much better note. And I feel like whatever this offer is that this King of Cups is coming in with, it's going to be like a whopper, like it's going to be like really a big offer. It's going to be really awesome. And it's gonna kinda, like, take you back, and maybe that's why it might take you aback, and maybe that's why you're feeling a little insecure, like, "Wow, this is a lot coming at me. I don't know if I'm ready for this. This is a really big offer." So that might be where that card's coming in, is you're feeling kinda a little overwhelmed with the offer because it's a big offer. So that's what I have for us air signs for the week of December 14th through 20th. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.